So before we take the car for its MOT tomorrow, as a treat, because it's going to pass, fingers crossed. So taking the Porsche for its MOT tomorrow, and as a treat, because I know it's going to pass, I hope, I've treated it to some genuine Porsche GT3 parts. Yes, genuine Porsche GT3 parts. They're in this box. They are super lightweight. There's 2 of them, and they're going to add 50 brake horsepower each. So let's have a look what we've got in here. Oh, and by the way, do you remember how I said the handbrake? I'll show you. This carbon fibre handbrake was £3,000. 7 pieces in here. There's a handbrake, the gear knob, the surround, a lower bit there, a flash on the dash there, a little tiny one there, and then round the actual clocks. All those together added up from designing 911 are £7,500. I think this bit on its own there, that tiny little bit there that's probably 4 inches long, if that was £200. That was £900. So that's just crazy money, isn't it? I mean, you can buy it now today from Designing 911. Who's going to pay £7,500 for these parts on a car that's worth between 15 and 20? I have no idea. I don't think. I'd love to know what stock they've got, but I can't see them selling it. Anyway, I do like it. It does make a nice finish to the car. It was spec'd from new, so I've no idea what that added to the list price when it was new in 2003. But bear in mind that was £7,500. These are GT3 parts from Design 911. They're going to enhance the car, and they're going to make it lighter than the parts I'm replacing it with. So how much do you think these were delivered? No, you're wrong. £20, 1 pence delivered. So what are they? Well, let me show you. Look, Porsche logo. These are for the seat belts here behind me, and I'll show you what happens. Basically, the adjuster on it is a completely over-engineered thing. If you know your Porsches, a couple of things that Porsche have a habit of doing is over-engineering things. This cup holder is totally over-engineered. It's got gears, cogs, all sorts of things in it, and slowly comes out and the cups drop down, they jam and break. And this is the other bit here, this adjuster. This is the adjuster for the seat belt. So there's a big clunky adjuster here. And what happens is they wobble around. And on this side, it's broken off. So what we're replacing here is this, which is over-engineered. There's actually 4 parts in here. Now this one on mine, on the driver's side, has fell off and broke. So you've got this big clunky cap with the push down in the middle to operate the height adjustment in this bar. You've then got a front steel bit and a back plastic bit. So there's actually 4 pieces here that are involved in this, and this gets replaced. This is the part number of what it is, and it gets replaced with this 1 piece here. So I've never fitted this before, so it should, in theory, just push, clip in like that, and then you can adjust the seat belt still. So we've gone from this chunky lump here to this streamlined item, all for £20, 1 pence. So I'll take the other one off and show you how you replace them, but hopefully now, because I've treated that, it does look a lot better, that actually, doesn't it? It looks a lot more in keeping. I've no idea why they had it that big. I mean, when you look at it, it's just not in keeping with the size of the B post, is it? It's ridiculous, whereas on this side now, it just looks so much neater. Attempt to do this one-handed. So we've got this plastic bit on here, which does come off pretty easy. You then got this metal cage with the plastic bit at the back. What you've got to do is just lever it off. Like that. That leaves it like that. And then the new one just pushes in like that, and that gives you the adjustment. There we go, done, matter of seconds. So there we go, all ready for the MOT. I've actually kept those bits because I've fell foul of this before, stripped cars down, taken parts off, come to sell them 5-10 years later and someone's gone, have you got those parts? Because they're really rare and for some reason people want them, so they're on my pile of parts up there of things I have taken off my Porsche but I will keep, like the standard radio and stuff like that. Because believe it or not, even though they're worth nothing at the moment, believe me, in time they will become valuable. Look at all your Mark III Fiestas, XR2s, XR3Is. People are trying to find the original radios now and everyone binned them years ago and they're paying a fortune for them. So keep all your old stuff you take off. So there we go. Car is ready for its MOT tomorrow. Hopefully, because I've treated it to £21 1p of GT3 parts, it will pass. I will let you know after this. So great news, the Porsche 911's passed its MOT, no advisories whatsoever. So that's brilliant news. So now we can get it on the road, start doing a few little jobs on it, which means we can also move on to the truck. So the truck has not been on the road for probably 6-7 years. It's a GMC Apache 1958 with a straight six, I think it's a 4.1 engine, 3 on the tree, which means it's auto change. There with a column change there with the pool ball for a gear knob. It's currently storing most of the parts in my garage, so I need to sort those out. But we're going to start off with the engine and see if we can get it running. So tune in for the next episode where we'll get that up and running.